What's the difference between February and October Russian revolutions? Imagine a country on the brink of change, where the cries for freedom and justice echo through the streets. This was Russia in 1917, a year marked by two monumental events, the February Revolution and the October Revolution. Each event played a distinct role in reshaping Russia's future and the world beyond. The February Revolution took place first, in March 1917 according to the Gregorian calendar. It was sparked by widespread discontent among the people. Citizens in Petrograd, now known as St. Petersburg, were fed up with food shortages and the failures of the military and world, where the autocratic rule of Tsar Nicholas II was no longer acceptable. Mass protests and strikes erupted, and soon soldiers and police began to support the demonstrators. This wave of unrest forced the Tsar to abdicate, ending centuries of Romanov rule. Following the abdication, a provisional government was formed. This government aimed to establish a democratic parliamentary system. However, it made the controversial decision to continue fighting in world, where this choice led to ongoing instability and dissatisfaction among workers, soldiers, and peasants. The promise of democracy was overshadowed by the realities of war and economic hardship. Fast forward to later that same year, and we encounter the October Revolution, which occurred in November 1917 according to the Gregorian calendar. This revolution was led by the Bolshevik Party, under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin. The Bolsheviks were a radical socialist faction that called for immediate peace, land redistribution, and workers' control. They believed that the provisional government was failing to meet the needs of the people. In a swift coup, the Bolsheviks seized key government buildings and overthrew the provisional government. This marked the first successful Marxist revolution in history. The October Revolution established a Soviet Socialist Republic, setting Russia on a path toward communist rule. It ended the brief experiment with liberal democracy and initiated radical reforms that would influence global politics for decades. In essence, the February Revolution dismantled the Tsarist autocracy and set up a provisional liberal government. In contrast, the October Revolution overthrew that government and established Bolshevik control. Both revolutions were responses to the failures of the old regime and the ongoing crisis of world war. They represented different political visions for Russia's future. Understanding these two revolutions is key to grasping how a traditional monarchy collapsed and was replaced by a new political order. The February Revolution highlights the challenges of democratic transition, while the October Revolution marks the rise of radical socialism and the birth of the Soviet Union. Together, these events changed not only Russia but also the course of world history.